future millionaire, and this is just not even a warning. This is just a crash update. As you can see, XRP is down once again 6.63% on the day to 43.38. We had a bounce up, which I like to always call for the manipulated spikes, which it looks like it was nothing more than that. And now you got a whole slew of people that are now trapped, or anybody who was shorting the markets got liquidated on the way back up and got hammered. For what? It's a big game, but not one that can't be traded upon or one that can't be understood. So when you're trading the market, just understand when you're in a bear market, you always expect things to go bear. No matter how good it looks, they're trying to get enough people to buy, and they need the liquidity for the next move down. So, I mean, today, we're going to see how this plays out. But as you know, I've had a few updates of how FTX halted withdrawals on the Ethereum, Solana, and TRX blockchains. So, I mean, if any kind of Ethereum. So, let's just say you had bought DGB or something that probably wasn't even on their exchange. But I'm just saying, for example. And then you went to send it off of their exchange. Well, it would have just automatically converted it to Ethereum to send it off of the Ethereum network. Well, that's not possible because that was not an option anymore. Just like if you wanted to use the Solana route, wasn't an option. Or TRX, wasn't an option, which is Tron. What happens right after that, which is another slew of manipulation, and this is why the crypto market being unregulated is a line of horse shit. So you get these two big bad executives going back and forth between FTX and Binance. What ends up happening? Binance ends up putting in a intent to buy. They sign a deal with the intent to buy. Aside from the U.S. part of this, and this is, I think, is going unnoticed, it's to buy all U.S. parts in the FTX corporation. So they're buying FTX aside from the U.S. Market, the stuff that goes with the U.S. So it all seems to be a bunch of collusion here. But who suffers? Me, you, anybody else? Now, what it did do by going back up is I was able to at least sell my XRP, the 2,222 I had bought back. And it was well above 45 cents when I was able to do it. So I feel a lot better from that manipulated push up. But a lot of people are fucked. And like now we're cheaper than we were. And it's like, I come on at opportune times for a reason. I try to send a message, but you have to watch me each and every day. I didn't even want to sell those 2,222 XRP because I had originally bought them back at 32 cents, sold it at 52.5, bought it back around 45.5, 46. But then I was forced to sell it. The market is forcing me to not even be able to hold on to 2,222 XRP. Some of the other things I bought that I spent $200 or less, I'm not selling that stuff. But XRP, I'm not going to give them all their money back. And now we're back at 42 cents again. So again, I'll ask again. I'm going to turn my camera on so you can see me. I'm going to ask you again. I'm looking right at you. Everybody who pisses and moans, and now you can see me. I can see you. For everybody who pisses and moans and bitches about not being able to buy their stuff, 55 cents was too expensive, 48 cents. Oh, God, Tom, if I only had one more chance, blah, blah, blah. I've heard it all, folks, in the last 19 and a half months. Now we're down better than 8.5% again. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Do you believe that the market is ready to stop dropping? Are you ready to buy your first of 10 purchases? Or are you going to let it continue to drop? And then are we going to continue to have this nice little dance we do back and forth here? Yes, me and you. We're going to continue this dance where we're one step ahead somehow, but yet nothing ever progresses. So take it within yourself. We're down 8.5% today. What are you going to do? Me personally, not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. Because now we've got this little resistance area at 42.70 approximately, the 427. See where we're at right now? Now that we're under the 427 and we went way up, came back down, now it tells me, look at Algo, down 16%. XRP hasn't even bombed yet. Hasn't done nothing. That's what you're ready for. This is what we're waiting for. Everybody says the bottom's in. Well, tell that to Bitcoin. If the bottom was in, it would not have breached 20K, I don't believe. It's on free fall here, folks. We're one step away from a disaster here. And based on what Algo's doing, I believe it's within a matter of moments here while I'm live that we may see another huge drop here. Nothing is guaranteed because the 4217 level on XRP is a really strong support level. So as long as that structure holds, which right now it's firmly back within here, but it hasn't broke the 427 again to get back into the actual triangle. But the actual pattern, if we break this up and go into a longer time frame, I think it'll amaze people. See what's going on here? We're trying to break this pattern right now, folks. A big one. A big one. And if we do that, we're going back to the extended bear flag. And I'm sorry you've been lied to by every douchebag on YouTube, but I'm not one of them. Not one person joined Tom's army yesterday. Join Tom's army today. Do you see what's going on right in front of our very eyes, folks? Do you see it? Do you see what they did right before this drop? Why? Because they needed some more jabronis who are listening to the YouTubers who keep calling for the bottom. When bottoms are in, you don't drop 10% in one day. And XRP is still at 41 cents. Nowhere near the bottom it had put in before. But a couple more 5-cent drops like this, and it's looking holy shit moments. So, did I feel bad about having to sell XRP at 45.3? Yes. But I had no choice. I'm not going to sit through a 10% drop when it already gave me the warning signs yesterday. And once again, I feel empty. But I know something bigger is happening here, ladies and gentlemen. Much bigger. And as long as this pattern, now this is the main thing. If somehow this pattern holds 42.77, which it's not, because it hasn't. Now the only hope is it's probably going to back test it. But now we already know what's coming next. Don't kid yourself. Yes, 35.35 is likely on deck. But the manipulation is strong. Now we've fallen on this chart back firmly within our pattern. And the bottom of this suggests 30 cents. But that's when we get to the bottom. Let's go to the perpetual futures chart and make it nice and easy for everybody. Approximately 37.52 if we continue this downward trajectory. But I ask you once again, ladies and gentlemen, especially the ones who give me the hardest of times. Do you feel better today? Do you know what's going on? Do you still think we've hit a bottom? Do you still think the crypto market is strong enough to move? I mean, the alarming thing is today, look at the DXY, ladies and gentlemen. The DXY is being hammered again today. It's staggering because for the first time, what's happening? That's right, commodities, like I've been warning all along, have inverted away from risk assets, finally. It was due to happen. My B2 Gold's up, what is it? I bought it at $2.90 on Thursday. It's at $3.37. Gold's up over 1,700 again. Silver's almost at 21.5. Commodity stocks are blowing up, just as I've been showing. PBR's the next one on tap. It's up to a 44% plus interest, or dividend they're paying, which it's not going to pay you a 4.4 dividend, but the last dividend payment they did pay out all shareholders 2.558. To put it in perspective, if you had 1,000 shares, they would have paid you $255.80. A 25.5% dividend. The stock went down 27%. That's the kind of company you want. That's a foreign asset stock. They have huge, in the billions, 50 billion plus in profit. And that's a foreign-owned petroleo in Brazil by the government. Total crypto market cap's down to 9.05 billion, or 905 billion, 906. But in better news, Tether stays on par. XRP continues to get slaughtered. Yes, it's up and it's sitting at 42.27. The main point, like I just said, was 427 on a return bounce. Can we get back up within that pattern? Does this continue to break down? Is something worse coming for XRP? Or can we somehow get back within that bull flag pattern and actually make a run of it? I'm XRP Future Millionaire. I encourage you, I implore you, join Tom's Army. Or simply hit that motherfucking like button. And maybe send a thank you. You can simply hit the thanks on YouTube. It's on the video you're watching, as a matter of fact. And I guess I can show you. But it would mean a lot on a day like today. Because I do take a lot of shit. Hit that thanks button. You can send $1 if you would like. Stay blessed.